Good, good morning, Oliver. Oliver. Hey, buddy. The day 15. Sometimes you just have to do the hard things, and this is what I'm referring to. Let me give you a couple of stories. If I were to ask you right now, as you, wherever age you're watching this and understanding this, if I would say, have you ever ate a frog, a live frog, not frog legs, which I'm going to share that with you when you get older as well. But eating a live frog. Have you ever eaten a live frog? I haven't. It is said by Mark Twain that if you're going to eat a live frog, do it first thing in the morning. And what he's getting at is you got to do the hard things first. Go ahead and get them out of the way. Sometimes in the morning, there might be something that you're trying to get in the habit of doing, and just do it. Do it first thing in the morning. Whatever that your prayer life, I really encourage you to make sure you have a disciplined prayer life first thing in the morning. And you can just do it baby steps at a time, but definitely have a prayer life. Just do the hard things. Now, Teddy Roosevelt was one of our presidents. It is said that he had a discipline in his life to really challenge himself, and it was a point-to-point hike. And what he would do was he would pick a point to start at, pick a point to finish, and it was a straight line. No matter what he faced along the way, he had to keep a straight line. It is said that he took I don't know if it was the French president or the French ambassador, probably the French ambassador back then, took him on one of those hikes, and he carried him along. They reached a creek, and Teddy Roosevelt stripped down to his skivvies, down to his underwear, and the French president or the ambassador did the same thing. And there's a saying about that. But the point of this whole thing is sometimes you have to do the hard things first, but no matter what gets in your way, whether it's a creek that you need to swim through, whether it's a wall you need to climb over, do it. That teaches us there's going to be some things that we have to do. Here's a good quote that I learned, that I read a couple of days ago, might have been Monday morning, that there are problems to be solved, intentions to be managed. Sometimes we get it flipped. We think that there's tensions to be solved and problems to be managed. And learning how to discern that's where the trick is at, Oliver. And as you get older, this will be really important as you get older. Really, there's problems to be solved. We all have problems that we need to solve, but there's also some tensions in our life that have to be managed. It might be in a work position to where, you do have to solve problems, but then there's tensions to be managed. It might be a person. It could be a rule or something going on that it can't be solved, but it can be managed. And so, again, there's problems to be solved, intentions to be managed, and discerning which is always the trick. So anyway, so you just got to do the hard things first. I'm sorry. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 23, it says, I have worked much harder. This is Paul talking. And he talks about how difficult his walk with the Lord has been. And he works. He just flat worked at it. And believe me, Paul was a missionary that I look to for inspiration quite often. Anyway, have a blessed morning, Oliver. I love you. I'll see you soon.